Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco Podcast.
Yeah, trucker, blast trucker. Hey, life. Also Puerto Rican. Ladies and gentlemen, Cool Steve
Yo, what's happening?
What's going on, brother? What's going on, people?
Hey.
Welcome to the Midnight Paco Podcast. As always, you can find me at Justin Fuller Comedy on Instagram.
Yes, and I am the _great_COREE. That's where you can find me.
That's right.
Or you can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram.
Yes, you can.
And don't forget
Yes.
to hit
The like, subscribe, notifications,
all
people.
that.
Please, thank you. Tell your friends, tell your people. It's a slow process. We're growing, but we're growing one person at a time, baby. So please hit the subscribe, tell your friends. Just trying to bring you some comedy knowledge from our experience.
From our perspective.
Yes. So especially if you're into comedy, this is where you want to be.
Especially if you're a new comic.
Yes. Also check out Hot Breath Comedy.
Joe Byers.
Shout
out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe Byers.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services. Help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right. What's going on, brother?
Not a whole lot. You had a lot going on this week.
I had a lot going on this week. A lot of ups and downs. It was crazy, man.
Well, you did a guest spot?
I did.
For Kate Quigley?
I did.
Shout out to Kate Quigley.
Yeah, shout out to Kate Quigley. Yeah.
And you did some comedy.
I did some comedy. I did. Yes, I did.
I did not. I did not have a guest spot. And I did no comedy.
You work.
I worked, and I had some personal things I had to take care of. It's all to the good.
Yeah.
Funny stuff, I'm coming back.
Yeah, life, man. Life.
Oh, yeah.
Life, brother.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, no, I did the guest spot. It didn't go so well.
Well, it probably went better than you thought.
Well, let me put it like this. I went to go watch Kate for her first show. Just to watch, actually I wanted to watch whoever was hosting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're hosting in January for a headliner, so I wanted to go and watch the host, so I can, get an idea of how to do it. We've hosted at the open mic,
right? But
it's for our peeps. It's a, you know what I mean. We've done that. You know what I mean. We know we could do our little bit, so I wanted to see how it works with. Okay, there's guest spot. Okay, you can bring them up, and then you talk about the feet. You know what I mean. Think about ways you can bring them up, obviously, which is going to be, but you ain't got to with us when we host the open mic,
mm-hmm.
we talk about who's coming up that weekend as a headliner.
Right.
The following, you know what I mean? So there's certain things,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But as a host, you don't talk about the other headliners coming up or the other shows. I mean, you know what I mean? For the headliner, you just talk about what's going on for that night.
Right.
Obviously, you know what I'm saying? We got this, going on. We got a couple. You may do a couple minutes, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, it's just you keep the show moving, try and get the energy, you know what I mean? So I wanted to watch, hosting and how it was done and, and Bob McClure.
Bob McClure, shout out to Bob.
Shout out to Bob McClure, man. He's always a great host, man. He has a lot of energy.
You know what I'm saying? Love his energy.
You know when he hits the stage, he brings the crowd up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That being said, yeah, at least that's the computer. Yeah, we're good. That being said, he first show, energy, crowd, sold out show, energy was great. First guest spot was Bill Stone.
Bill Stone. Yeah,
he went up. He did good. Mickey. I don't want to say his last name because I'll mess it up. But Mickey, Shout out to Mickey. Everyone in the Cleveland game knows Mickey. Janikowski. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll mess up your name.
But
he killed it.
You'll put it up there.
Yeah, I'll put it up there. He killed it. He had a great guest spot. You know what I mean? The crowd was feeling everything was good. Everybody was grooving. Milton Wiley.
Shout out to Milton Wiley.
So there was 2 guest spots.
Mm-hmm.
They both did 5 minutes.
Okay.
Milton Wiley went up. He did. I think he said 25.
He did 25?
25.
He was a feature.
He was the feature. Yeah. So it went from boom boom to feature. Okay. Kill it. Everybody was loving him. You know what I'm saying? Kate came out, did her thing. I think she did like 45 an hour, close to something like that. And it was funny because I believe it was the material we heard her do the last time she came.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it got smoother.
Sure.
And she added some things. You know what I'm saying? She was comfortable, obviously.
Yeah, nobody, the girlfriends don't poop. They leave.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Yes. Yes. Look at you. You weren't even there.
I'm a student of the game.
You're good, man. But yeah, it was funny because I'm sitting there and she said the one place when she goes and I'm like, she should use it. And then I remember, and then she keeps going and talks this thing and she brings the other place up. I'm like, that's where I knew I heard that name. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she did a great job. You know what I'm saying? The second show, Pete was like, because Mickey was supposed to do the second show, I thought, when I got there. Because I was just going to watch, like I said. And then Adam Bartolomucci, shout out to Adam. He showed up. Vaughn, Wesley was there. These are all the Funny Stop regulars there, people. They showed up, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Adam was just coming to watch, you know what I'm saying? He didn't think he was going to get a guest spot. And Pete, man, Pete loves his comics, man. He gives you chances. So he put Adam up, and then Hannah, shout out to Hannah. She, out of Chicago, she was there. He put me, Adam, and Hannah up.
All right.
But
it's a good lineup.
Yeah, it was good. Right. With Bob hosting.
Recipe for greatness.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to preface this with Kate. She actually said this in the first show because this was honest to God truth. She said, you guys are such a great crowd. This is proof. The second show is probably going to be bad because you guys are such a great crowd. She said this. She said this.
Oh, my.
She said this show.
My experience is like, the last show normally is the most.
You would think because people because they got their pre-gaming. Coming in, trying to have some fun, some jokes. People came in. It wasn't packed, but it was still, I would say if it wasn't full, it was 3/4.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was damn near packed. You know what I'm saying? But it was just that little bit. The very back end just wasn't filled. You know what I'm saying? More so to the left and everything. But Bob goes out there, man. High energy. Gets into his stuff. Bam. There's about a third of the crowd. You know what I'm saying? There's about a third of the crowd with the energy. It was just weird.
Strange.
And then Adam goes up. You know what I'm saying? He gets his light. You know what I mean? It's just. And then, of course, you hear Pete in the background. And then I go up, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm giving energy. You know me, man. I go up there, hey, everybody, how's it going? Appreciate you coming out. You go out there and bring it. Yeah. I get my little bit of, I'm just like, I'm getting the laughs, but not laughs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just, and then I'm like, okay. And then I hear Pete, go to the light. I'm like, God damn. Where I'm in, and I'm doing my Google joke, so it's like it's not all designed for. I'm explaining things, you know what I'm saying, in that process. So there's that lull, and I hear Pete in that lull in the background. But then Hannah goes up. She does better, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to.
What made you do that set?
Well, I did it in that order because I wanted to come out and say, hey, I appreciate everybody coming out and get into Aquaman, you know, with the Netflix and all that shit, instead of opening up with, anybody ever Google their name? You know what I'm saying? Because usually, like last night,
I don't actually remember the Google being a part of that set.
Yeah, usually. Sometimes most of the times it's before it, because then I go into, you know, hey everybody, I appreciate you guys coming out, and then I go into and end with meeting my wife online. You know what I mean? Meeting my wife online and all that stuff. That's how I've done it. You know what I'm saying? And it's worked. But I was like, remember when we were at the house with a couple people and I switched it up and I started with that and I ended with the Google, and it always gets those laughs where I need them to.
Right.
It's just there's a couple parts where you know what I'm saying? You know how that joke kind of goes. You know what I'm saying? It's just not all bam, 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 bam. But I always get my laughs at the punchlines, at the ends. You know, talking about the mushrooms.
Right.
They always hits. You know what I'm saying? But it was still just that third of the fucking room. And and then fucking then Milton goes on. After Hannah, you know, Hannah does her thing, you know, she's a female, you know, people spark up for females, plus she's funny, you know what I'm saying?
And she's pretty.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And so she did her thing, but still it wasn't like the crowd was just, you know what I'm saying, compared to the first show, is what I'm getting at. And even though it was less filled, it was still the energy. It was all about the energy.
Yeah.
Milton goes up. You know, he's up there twice he referenced, is this an AA meeting? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, like, I'm sitting there because then Kate goes up and she's, you know, doing her thing, but it's just not the energy from the crowd. And even Vaughn comes up, he's like, oh, they're finally starting to warm up. I'm like, they paid to come see her.
Come see Kate.
You figure they would be full of energy.
Sure.
So, look, we've both been, like we talked about, where you've done your set, it's hit. You've done your set, not so much. Same material. Hit, not. You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
It's crazy to see in one night.
But
when one crowd's one way and another crowd's another. Jokes are hitting. Don't get it twisted. Jokes are hitting.
I was about to say, I mean,
jokes are hitting. But it's just not the full participation of the. You know what I'm saying? It was just the crowd was just like, there was a set. It was just weird the way it was just. There was some, but it wasn't like the vibe changed.
It was like some people got in for free and some people had to pay a lot of money, and they was not impressed.
Maybe, but no, from the start, they didn't even give it a chance. It wasn't even like, I don't know if it was, y'all ready for this?
Yes, Pete needs to update that. I love Pete.
That shit, but it makes me laugh, so I guess that's the point. I don't know if that's the point or not.
It just needs to be updated.
Either way, but
I mean, it probably was dope in the 90s, but
no, man, it was tough because, like I said, Bob comes out there with his fucking energy. Bob McClure fucking comes with energy, dog. He has energy. He's funny.
Energy.
He's funny, man. The things he says are pretty funny, and sometimes subject material may be different, and maybe that turns some people, you know what I mean? So that could be.
You never know.
Either way, not everybody did that. So it was the crowd. I know you don't blame the crowd.
Sounds like you're blaming the crowd.
But even Mickey was back there, and he told Pete, it's kind of the crowd. But it's like he had a great night. You know what I mean? He had a great set and a great crowd, so it was dope. But it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It's always a great experience because Pete gives those experiences.
Okay.
Even though he said he was never going to do it again after that.
And what does he mean he's never going to do it again?
You know, because he I don't know, because the crowd.
He's like never going to do what again?
Guest spots.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, what a letdown, Pete.
That is a letdown. He knows, because even he knows he has a soft spot for his comics. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, dog, I think, and you know me, I didn't want to talk about fingers and buttholes because I was always just nervous in front of, you know what I mean, headliners and things like that.
But you think you should have done it?
But it smashed on Wednesday. Dude, we had a great crowd Wednesday. It was like 40 people in the crowd.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Did the same. Aquaman, me and my wife online, all that jazz.
I think you did the Greg Morton version of your routine.
What?
You got a crazy bit about...
It's hilarious.
About mushrooms. You talk about fingers and buttholes.
I didn't even talk about mushrooms.
And I'm going to end it with abortion.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's all about 20 minutes.
It's going to be a good time, y'all.
Oh, man. Shout out to Greg Morton.
Shout out to you, man.
You'll be here in January.
Word.
Yeah.
Is it official?
It's official. The thing's up.
Are we...
We didn't get told, but Funny Stop posted it on their.
Yeah, but is that what we're doing?
No.
Okay.
No, we're supposed to be Jason Cross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jason Cross.
Shout out to Jason
Looking
Cross.
forward to, working with you.
You better.
I don't know. This job, man.
You better request that shit off now.
I will.
You better figure it out.
But...
And if not, you better just call off. That's your career, dog. You already know hosting. You're going to be I'm be there all weekend because I'm going to be there both nights you're there. Or both shows you're there. That's Saturday. If I'm Saturday, you're Saturday.
I requested a day off. They talk about I couldn't do it.
So check that out, people. In a sense, I believe the Midnight Paco podcast, I think we're both doing different nights, not different shows, correct?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It could be the same night either way. We'll get back to you. I believe it's different nights.
No.
I think I'm doing Friday, you're doing Saturday, or vice versa, or we're doing maybe one or the other.
I don't know.
It could be the same night. That'd be dope. Tell me that wouldn't be dope.
I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool.
It would be dope, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Shit, we gotta get clarification on that.
It's kind of hard to get clarification.
Yeah, Pete. Look, man.
I don't know.
Think about this, dog. Look, I know we're not.
Third week of January is all I know.
Third week of January. Is it third week?
That's what he said.
Okay, yeah, so that's the week after Greg Morton. Because Greg Morton's supposed to be, I think, like the 14th or 15th.
Yeah. Shit.
We'll find out about that. We got plenty of time. But I believe that's what I seen on the Funny Stop thing.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should be on the flyer, too. I don't know.
Not yet. Well, I'm sure when we're hosting, maybe it'll say that. Maybe, who not?
Probably not.
Probably not.
But it should.
It'd be cool.
It would be cool, and plus it'll, it might attract maybe more people.
Hey, speaking of which, what kind of shirt you wearing there?
Oh, this shirt here?
Yeah.
This is, Big Rich Green Comedy.
Look at that, peep. That was
shout
nice.
out to Big Rich.
Where's my shirt? Is what I want to know.
What I mean? Hey.
I gotta give me one. I like that color too.
Yeah, man.
We got olive green. Olive green.
I got a green one. I got a green one and a blue one. But I'm sure you can get whatever color you want it.
I gotta give me one of them. I need a large.
Call Rich Green.
I'm gonna have to send him a message. I gotta get one, Rich.
Call Rich Green.
I gotta get one. I gotta get a large.
Possibly we'll get him on here.
That'd be dope.
I think so.
Yeah.
If he can fit us in his busy schedule. You saw that dude's tour dates?
That's dope, man. Full time, man. Get it. That's what I be saying, man. I love that, man. I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude is busy.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm surprised I caught up with him.
Yay.
Jeez.
That's being in the land. Make a move.
Make a move. Shout out to Rich Green and all other comics that's doing their darn thing.
Yeah, man.
Cleveland comedy is on the rise.
It is. That's what I'm saying, man. I was talking to Mickey. I was like, because he's funny, man. He be cracking me up.
You never made my Godfrey clip.
I didn't.
Here's your chance.
Okay.
Godfrey. Cleveland comedy is on the rise.
Shout out to you, Godfrey.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. It is. That's all I was saying. We got a lot of funny people here.
And the only reason why is because I joined these comics lives, and I put that in there, and he read it, was like, Cleveland comedy's on the rise. Okay. No, Godfrey, Cleveland comedy is on the rise, bro. You're going to have to respect that, baby.
I don't know about you.
Oh, no. He's going to have to respect that.
Okay, why is
it's going to be more than Cleveland comedy's on the rise. Okay. It's going to be more than that.
Do I have to claim I'm part of Cleveland comedy?
Where you do comedy at?
Shit. You're lucky, Cleveland. You're lucky.
It's a lot of Cleveland comics here that's doing awesome.
They're
job.
doing great, man.
They doing their thing.
I'm glad to know most of them.
Yeah, shout out to all the
You know
comics
what I'm saying?
in this area that's doing their thing. And that's Cleveland, Akron, and Canton.
Yeah.
Columbus. Shout out to,
all around, man, because people we met come from Columbus, all around.
Yeah,
shout out
they
Columbus. Drive up.
They doing their thing. Everybody doing their thing.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love, like I said, I love being cool with a lot of funny people.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's just that's always the goal. Like I said, Wednesday, come out Wednesdays, people. These shows are fun. There's like 15 comics to go up working on their shit.
15 or 20.
Shit, 15 to 20.
Yeah.
For $6.
If you're in the Cleveland, Ohio area or the Akron and Cuyahoga Falls area, come check us out.
Yeah, the Funny Stop. It's a comedy club.
You know what I'm saying? People come for comedy.
They come to watch. The stage is set up. It's nice.
There's lights.
It's rammed.
It's a stage.
The owner picks the lineup. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody is skipped.
Nobody.
It's open mic.
It's open mic.
And you go by the list.
Go by the list. You got to call. Get on the list.
Get on the list, and you go by the list. Shout out to other mics that's out here doing it, but.
Yeah.
If you don't,
for sure.
If you don't go by the list,
it's
you're not gonna see Cool C on your list.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, that's just disrespectful. I mean, like I said,
it's
man,
terrible.
Look,
it's terrible.
Look, I understand people open up mics to get their stage time. Most of the time, people set up a spot. That'd be like me and you setting up a spot. Like, okay, we get a spot because we want to run it on this day because this is our free time. We get a chance to go and work on some stuff. On top of going on Wednesdays and whenever other day we want, right? More so the people we know would want to come there. But other people would eventually, you know what I'm saying?
No, I think, you got individuals that'll come there because we're hosting it, and you have individuals that's going to come because it's a mic.
Exactly.
Because
that's
it's
what
a
I'm
mic,
saying.
And
so people that know us would assume that if they just showed up out of the blue that we would just put them up. And I'm not saying that we wouldn't. However, you don't just skip people and put like 5 of your people up, 4 of your friends up in front of people who signed up.
I'm here to say, don't
put
me in that position.
Exactly.
Don't put me in that position.
For sure. 100%.
If you see that we posted something and our mic starts at 7:30, you should be there at 7:30. If you can't, call me and let me know.
Right.
And I'll put you on the list somewhere in the middle. And I'm not going to be doing that skipping it. Especially if somebody was there 2 hours early.
Right.
Or they were there waiting. Or they brought people to come watch them do comedy. I'm not going to make them. If they sign up 5th, they're not going to be 13th.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's not going to happen. It's going to be in the order that they came in.
Speaking of which, there was a girl, I think she was 21 now.
Okay.
First time on stage.
Oh, all right.
She brought her parents.
Nice.
She did good.
Nice.
She all right.
First time thing.
First time thing. And she'll be back next week.
Oh.
She made it through. Shout out to her.
Congratulations to her. You know what I mean?
No.
Shout out to the mystery comic.
Yeah, sorry about
they
that.
They brought her parents.
I do apologize.
That advanced to the next round.
Advanced to the next round.
To the mystery next round.
Yeah. It's good. It's good times, man. Next week's the finals, people.
The finals?
Yeah.
What the?
Which means there's gonna be a bunch of comics doing the damn thing, man. It's gonna be a good show.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get up and perform.
I think you'll make it.
I don't know. Hopefully, I'll be able to perform. I wasn't there last week, so maybe I'm already on the list.
We've already on the list.
Oh,
sir.
we're already there?
Yes. Okay. You know how it goes. I believe Liam said to us one time when he was hosting, shout out to Liam Salvage.
Shout out to Liam.
He said, I think you guys are already on the list.
Like, you guys are already on the list. Aren't you already on the list? And I said, I believe so.
I believe so. I'm already on the
certain,
list.
But,
yes.
However, I shall be there
Yeah.
performing.
And I wanted to work on some new stuff, but it's rough. But I'm going to talk to you about it off air. I'm
Sure.
gonna see how it
I'm
works.
going to do, even though it's Wednesday, I'm going to do my Saturday night finish. Shoo-doo-biddy-doo, beep, boop, bop. Shoo-biddy-doo, whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow. What is that?
That is all.
What is that?
I don't know.
What's it? You
That's
just
my
make that
Saturday.
up?
Yeah. You didn't
That's
like
your
it?
sign off?
You didn't like it? That was my Saturday night finish.
Saturday night.
Even
why-
though it's on a Wednesday, I'm going to do my Saturday night finish. Because I got to work Saturday. So I figured I'll do my Saturday night finish on a Wednesday. You didn't like it?
No, I liked it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sounded nice.
Thanks.
You got some tune,
Sure.
little rhythm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If only I could sing. We already talked about this.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That was my Saturday night finish. So come out and see that. You know, if you're in the area, I will be doing that.
I'll be saying, I'll be walking around with, let's dance and stop for a while. Heaven could wait, we're only watching the stars. Hoping for his best, but expecting the worst. Are they gonna drop the bomb on us? I be listening to my shit now that I got some hit shit. It makes the day go by so much better.
Sure. Why not?
The 80s,
Yeah.
me rocking, singing
Yeah.
Home Sweet Home.
Yeah.
I just would think of old Hot Tub Time Machine. You ever seen it?
I've seen it, but I have to revisit it. It's been a while.
Oh, you got people. Please watch Hot Tub Time Machine. Your life will be so much better.
I say it 3 times. Hot, 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 hot.
Hot Tub Time Machine. Hot Tub Time Machine. Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot, 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 hot.
Best part. Home Sweet Home comes on. He's like, no fucking way.
Is it Hot Tub Top?
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot
You
Tub.
gotta watch Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot shot top of thing.
So many loads. So funny.
I gotta read.
There's so many good lines. From
I'm
that.
sure it is. I forgot about way more movies than anybody
That
would
was
ever.
clean. Oh, I know. Yeah, like I said, my memory's full of stupid shit. You pull out gems. My shit's full of fucking stupid liners from movies that I just.
No, I
You know,
wouldn't say.
watch.
I mean, it was just certain movies. I tried to watch Major Payne and I couldn't.
Oh my god.
They wanted me to pay for it. Not saying that it's not worth paying for it, but I'm not.
I love that movie.
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
Yes,
It's one of my
Major Payne
favorites.
is a classic movie. Shout out to Damon Wayans. And
Even though my friend Damien is not like Damon Wayans, he is in the military and he is a lieutenant colonel. And every time I think of Damon Wayans, I think of him. But he's not that way. He wasn't a drill sergeant. He's
No.
one of the nicest fucking guys. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the nicest guys. And shout out to him. He's a lieutenant colonel. He's
yeah,
going to be third in charge in
Wow.
Qatar
in Qatar.
on this base.
Man, shout out to Damien.
Shout out to Damien.
Yeah.
I gotta get a hold of you, brother. He ain't over there yet, I don't think. I think he's training right now, but he's about to go over there. For
Speaking of
deployment.
training, I got to get I got to get back in the gym. I'm going to get back in the gym. I'm going to be out. I'm going to get in shape, and I'm going to look awesomer.
Awesome. I started back 2
How's that
weeks
going?
in. I'm less sore this week,
Okay.
but I'm doing very basic, very light workouts.
Right.
But I'm doing like squats. For legs, all I'm doing is squats.
Yeah.
I do like 5-6 sets of squats. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I go up in weight.
You're
I
not
stay.
doing any hip abductions and no
None of
leg
that.
press and none of that?
No.
No,
Squats.
You don't want no definition in your
I got
your
it.
thighs?
I'm fucking skinny as it can be right now. I need to just build fucking muscle. I just need squats. I do when I do chest, I do dumbbells, but I do a 3-step. I do like close grip, I do this, and then a wide grip.
I need you guys to do me a favor. How many people think that he'll be a great Macho Man, Randy Savage?
Oh yeah! Yo, look at these. Look, I don't want to bring out the guns.
You see what I'm saying?
Suckers. Look at them. I got work out, dog.
Yeah, that's
I'm just tiny.
It's Macho Man, man.
Look, when I got shot, dude, I weighed 185 pounds.
That was the biggest you ever been?
That was the biggest. That was the best shape I got home from Iraq, and yeah, I was 185 pounds, and I maintained it working out. and then I got shot, rehab, and I'm still trying to fight back to get to that. But my body looks nice. It's just a lot less weight.
You got shot? How many times?
Once.
Okay.
But that was here in Cleveland. It wasn't even Iraq, dog. I was in Iraq twice.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight.
Oh,
Get this straight.
Go ahead.
You did 2 tours.
Oh yeah, hold on. I know Veterans Day's been passed, but shout out to all my veterans
Shout
out
out to
there.
all the veterans and thank you.
You know,
for
the
your service.
episode, the way it landed, I did post something, but yeah, shout out to all my veterans out there, man. I know a lot of these wars, nobody signs up to kill anybody else, but you go out there and most of the time you protecting yourself.
Yeah,
You're in these positions. You're in these positions, and I'm not. When I went there, I didn't. My goal wasn't to kill people. It was protect my guys and other people from anyone trying to kill us. That was my goal. You know what I'm saying?
And it was all for us to do this. So we're able to do this. We're able to work. We're able to do everything that we do on our daily basis that we take for granted. So
This is true.
shout out to all the veterans.
Shout out to all the veterans. I'm gonna spark up for all of my veterans.
Me too. I'm
Yeah.
sparked up right now. Hold on.
in memory.
Yeah, man, cause yeah, I don't smoke nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? If it ain't backwoods, or excuse me, if I ain't smoking backwoods or Moon Rocks, man, or some old OG Purple Kush, man, you know what I'm saying? So
You know what? I almost got kicked out for smoking marijuana.
really, you got kicked out?
No, I didn't get kicked out.
You did?
I almost got. I got in trouble, but I almost got a dishonorable discharge.
Oh, all right.
You done?
Sorry. Yeah, I was smoking, man. Damn.
How is it?
Can I smoke?
Is it good?
This shit was the bomb.
Is it good? I think this is catfish. One of my favorites.
This is train wreck.
Train wreck. Oh, he gonna be sleeping.
Oh man,
He gonna fall asleep,
That's some
people.
good shit.
That's that bad. You don't want
It's some
that.
good shit, man.
That's it. I got my veteran. You know what? I got my veterans discount too. 25% off.
How about that?
Not yet. I gotta send in my shit. I thought I put in my information, but I didn't. So I gotta go to the website and put all the information in. But yeah, no, man. I we were talking earlier about life, and like I said, I was in Iraq twice and got shot
In Iraq?
in Cleveland.
Cleveland.
In Cleveland, and that's something.
You
I
from
think
Cleveland?
that's what
like
happens
You
when-
bleeding. You
that's
don't
what-
want to fuck with.
Cleveland. That's what happens when you're a Steeler fan. Like, no, I'm
No,
kidding.
not at all.
Not at all. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. But
Not what happened.
but no, man. We talked about earlier off camera, but we mentioned after Wednesday, I went across the way, was talking with my boy Rick,
Yeah, shout out to Rick
and Tina and
at
them
the
over
Red
there.
Fox. Shout out
Well,
to
at Punts and Pints, Punts and
Oh
Pints.
yeah, they changed the name.
Formerly known as Red Fox,
Formerly
soon to
as
be
the
known
Red
as Punts and Pints.
Punts and fight. Pints.
I believe the formal opening will be on December 2nd.
Oh, word?
Yes,
Okay.
it's a Friday.
Okay.
That's, I guess, the unveiling. But so we were talking about being in Iraq. I was talking about being in Iraq and I think and doing comedy. You know what I'm saying? Because we
Just wanna
started.
do my comedy. Go ahead.
Well, we started so late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 44.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm 50.
And this is something we always wanted to do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Growing up in Erie, I never, like I said, we've spoken about this. You don't have those thoughts. You think about, oh, those guys are in the movies. There's no way I can do it.
Yeah.
I had no
to
clue. You go to
California.
open mic and just start doing it
No.
and start working on it
No.
and finding a club and working
No.
on it and getting your set together and getting tape together and
Right.
sending it out to bookers, and you know what I mean. And there's a process. I didn't
process.
know that.
It's a process and it's conduct. People don't know that.
Definitely conduct.
Yeah.
There's
It's
a little
conduct.
bit of conduct.
It's a lot of conduct.
Problem with conduct. There's people. See, I guess I'm just a different individual. I'm an asshole. I guess I'm just an asshole because the same as with the military. There's people with rank, and it reminds me of people in society. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
So there's people like cops. As soon as you become a cop, you feel like you have authority. In the military, you ain't shit until you become a sergeant. Once you get those stripes, you have authority. You get to tell privates and specialists what to do. You get to make them do push-ups. You get to do whatever, you know what I mean? Make them stand at fucking attention or at ease. You know what I
walk
mean?
in the room.
Yeah,
So
at ease.
you was Sergeant Fuller. So what happened when you walked through? They had to salute you.
No, they didn't salute. Those were for officers. But if I was talking to somebody, I could make them stand at ease like this, with their hands to their back like this, while I talk to them. Never once did I do that. Never once did I ever do that. All my guys know I was Sergeant Fuller, but I was 2'6". That was the nickname given to me. That was the call sign. I didn't ask for it. It was just because it was tattooed on me. My buddy used to call me Fuller 2'6". That was my call sign, 2'6". So everyone knew me. I was always just like, look, you guys are all grown motherfuckers. I may be in charge, but we're all in this together. If you guys have anything to speak about and have anything, tell me and we'll figure it out. I was always the one speaking up. If shit was out of whack, excuse me, this ain't right. This ain't cool. Why are my guys in this shit? You know what I mean? I was always, because the best thing was I had the authority at that time to speak up.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I used it for good. I didn't make nobody. I remember one time this one dude got in trouble when we were doing train up with one of my guys. And he was younger, obviously, but I had to so I took him outside. Yeah, and we were talking. I had him get down the front leaning rest, which you get down to do a push up. And I'm like, dude, why you make me do this? All right, motherfucker, get down, start doing some push-ups. I'm like, well, you see, now I gotta actually do this like I give a fuck. All right, get on your back, start doing some front kick, and I'm like, all right, man, get up. You know what I'm saying? This is stupid. Why are you making me do this? You're a grown-ass dude. You know not to do this stupid shit.
Right.
Now I gotta act like I care.
But it was you though.
It was me. Thank God it was me. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it was you. But
other people take advantage.
That was you though.
Oh, for sure.
The dude that you was yelling at was you.
Yeah.
Because he probably acted just like how you did.
Most likely.
Yeah.
For sure. Mm-hmm. That's why, look, if you ain't killing nobody, I don't care. Just don't do stupid shit because somebody's going to bitch and I got to get involved, but we're all grown.
Right.
Other people take advantage of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They fucking make somebody's life miserable. They'll make them clean everybody's fucking weapon. They'll make them do all kinds of stupid bullshit.
Right.
Not once, because my guys, and I'll vouch on that, all you guys can come out of the woodworks, do whatever you want. Everyone who knows me knows I was cool as shit. Sergeant Fuller didn't care, but I cared. You know what I'm saying? As much as my one buddy, Bruno, sorry, he probably hates my guts. Bruno probably hates my guts. He is the one, and this is why. He was, because since I was squad leader, he was a team leader. But when we were in Iraq, we had vehicles. You needed a driver, you needed a vehicle commander, which means these guys know this fucking vehicle. The vehicle commander knows that fucking weapon system. He knows that goddamn thing. He knows communications. He knows a lot of shit. You need somebody smart, somebody you trust in that position. I had a choice between a couple people, and unfortunately, I had to take somebody else and put him into that spot, and he wanted to be one of the guys out on the ground. I know he wanted to be one of those guys out on the ground, but I needed him for his knowledge, for what I know he could do for the squad, the team, in that position. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it kept him in that vehicle a lot more than he wanted to be in that vehicle, because then he had to know that vehicle. So the way they did it was they did different sections. So I was a section leader, and my buddy Ski was the section leader. Shout out to Staporski. That's my dog. And so we had, I went out one night. He went out one night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We had different sections. And but the vehicles, they had the same drivers, same vehicle commanders. They went out every night. So he was fucked in a sense. But he was one of the best people for that job. He made that shit run so much better for everybody. He don't know the sacrifice he did, probably, because we never really had this conversation, you know what I'm saying? And he probably never hear this, but he doesn't know what he gave up to sacrifice for the rest of the fucking unit, the whole fucking, team.
Let him know.
Well, he knows now. Sergeant Bruno, that's my dog, you know what I'm saying? So I had to make a decision between a couple of people, put him in that, but he did not like. I mean, he liked me, but he always was like, Fuller. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't like me because it put him in that spot, and
Right.
it dealt with that vehicle, and there was a lot of maintenance.
Sure.
That was our lifeline. You know what I'm saying? We went out no, I didn't go out every night. I went every night, but that truck went out every night. You know what I'm saying? And that was the second time. And shout out to Sergeant Cawthorman. I know he watches this periodically, but watching him from the first deployment as my squad leader helped me maintain and learn how to lead. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a strict guy. He was pretty cool as fuck, down to earth. We got to fuck with him all the time. He listened to us. You know what I'm saying? He trusted everybody in his squad, and he made his decisions, but he was smart in what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So it was you learn a lot about people, man, and you look at life and you wonder, like, wow, man, I've been in so many different situations. We were talking about when my squad got hit.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell us about that.
So the first deployment, we get over in Iraq in December. Mm-hmm. So we're relieving the first ID, and they're an active duty unit who's been doing this. This is what they train for. This is their active army.
Right.
They're supposed to be a lot better than all of it. You know what I'm saying? And but this area was rough. I mean, I seen a video, which I thought was cool, but when you think about it, it's not so cool.
Pretty dangerous.
Pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Pretty, yeah.
Of course.
And so we're in this area. We're in Tikrit. We come into Tikrit. This is in December. Well, they start doing leave in March.
Is Crit where Saddam Hussein was?
That was his home. That was like his city, like his hometown where he grew up, where he was born.
Is this the time when you guys were in the palace?
Well, this is when we were in his sister's palace. He had built a palace for his sister. Yeah. But it wasn't finished. It was like just the skull of the palace. So basically, the structure was built, but nothing was inside it.
Time out.
Yeah.
That was some balling stuff to build your sister a palace. I mean,
right?
I feel like Noriega on Drink Champs.
Yeah.
I want to be like, yo, make some noise for Saddam Hussein for giving his sister a palace. I feel like saying that, but I don't want to be looked at as anti-American. But that's some balling stuff.
That's balling.
To have a palace built for your sister
with a personal mosque in the back.
Balling. But continue, man.
Yeah, just a skull. I mean, it didn't have like nothing on, no finishes on it, just a skull. So we took it over as obviously we didn't do it, but U.S. military had it already. And so yeah, we were there, and we were there in December. Like I said, we got there in December, and they started leave in March, which means they have to, you bring so many people over, everyone gets like a 2-week leave,
right? Because
you're going to be there about a year. You're supposed to be there about a year.
So you got to have relief for 2 weeks.
So you got to get a chance to get the fuck out of there and come, wherever you want to go. You just get a chance to get the fuck out of danger for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But it starts in March because they got to get all these fucking people gone because we were supposed to be there till about December, November. You know what I'm saying? We got there in December. It started in March. You know, and nobody wanted to leave. You know, I wanted to go in like June, July, break it up. So I'm halfway, get to go home, come back, and like, all right, 5 more months, 4 more months, I got this. You know what I'm saying? It kind of worked out, dude. So my wife, I met her before I even left for Train Up. I met her online.
Okay.
And
Yahoo's Personals.
Yahoo
people.
Personals.
Y'all don't even know what that is.
You know, pioneering that shit, y'all.
Go ahead.
So I met her, you know, and I got to see her 2 weeks before I left. You know what I mean? I met her in, like, you know, online, and I met her in, like, person in, like, November. Okay. But then I left in December. And so I'm on the phone with her. I'm like, hey, they're doing, you know, we have leave. Do you want me to come home now or sooner or later?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to see me sooner or later?
Right.
I want you to get here as soon as possible. You know, it was that new love. You know how that is. She wants to see me. Of course. You know what I'm saying? Why not? So I was like, all right, because nobody wanted to leave in March. I'm like, well, fuck it, let me just get the fuck out of the way. Okay. If I get it out of the way, I can come back and just focus on what the fuck I got to fucking focus on. You know what I'm saying?
And crit.
Huh?
Focus and crit.
And crit. Into crit.
To crit.
To crit, yeah. Well, yeah, that's another story. We'll get to that. That's where I was. Yeah, that's where I was the first time. And so I go home in March, and I think it was like the day before I get back. My buddy calls me on the phone, Damien, because he's not there, but he's, you know, he's an officer.
He's in the know.
He's in the know. He's an officer. He's back home, and I'm in Atlanta, ready to fly back. And he lets me know that my squad got hit.
Damn.
Yeah. So they were out on mission. Apparently a roadside bomb went off. And what you do is do a crater analysis.
Yeah.
So you go to the spot. You try and get diameter, you know, measure it to see how big the crater is.
Right. See
if you can find the device, bring that back, you know what I'm saying? So you go and you so they can try and figure out what device was used and how it was used and, you know, all that shit. So they were doing that, and while guys were out on the ground, there was a secondary buried underneath it, and they blew it.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they knew about the fucking crater analysis because they've been studying what happens after something happens.
Right.
People come, boom, they check it out. So okay.
They set up something.
So they set up a fucking booby trap for that.
Wow.
They set off one, you go check it out, boom, get the second one. We like Paul Statzer, he took the brunt of it, but he survived. But he got like half his skull taken off. Yeah, I mean, he lost an eye. Shout out to Doc Hamill, our medic on the scene. They were able to get him back to the cache. All the guys, shout out to all the guys on the scene because they got him back. All the guys that were injured, they got back. They got medevaced out of there. And there were some injuries, but people survived. Everyone there survived.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Statzer, he got the worst of it. He's alive to this day. He's not the same.
Of course.
But he's obviously alive with his family, you know what I'm saying, and doing things with the military, you know what I'm saying. He's doing things, you know what I'm saying.
That's why it's important to support the Wounded Warrior projects,
big time,
like that. So
yeah. Well, you know what? I wanted to get together with them, to be honest, with the Midnight Paco because of the tags.
Yeah,
I would love to be able to put their Wounded Warrior on our shirts and give proceeds to them. I would love to, but I looked into it, and I think it's you got to put like $10,000 into some shit.
Okay,
so
I don't have $10.
Yeah. There's a process to do it, but there's obviously I would love to do that, and any proceeds would go to half of them, whatever the case.
Wounded Warriors.
Exactly. I would love to, you know, and then with our comedy USO trips, going over and doing comedy in these areas.
Oh yeah, that'll be dope.
I'll tell you what, man. When I was in Iraq, in this palace. I gotta look it up. I'm so sorry, but Comedian showed up. Jessica Simpson came to the base too.
Oh wow!
I didn't go see her, but people went and saw her, and she gave autographs and shit like that. But I went and saw the comedians. I did do that.
So, You wasn't with your group?
No, I wasn't. Yeah. So this is in March. All right, we're there for 3 months. This happens.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't with them. Oddly enough, because of that, one of my greatest, my real good friends, Fuqua, it kind of changed positions. You see what I'm saying? Like,
He took your spot.
he took my spot because normally I would be in the gun. I would be up in the gunner's hatch.
And where would he would have been?
He would have been down on the ground, walking.
wow.
You know, maybe on the ground, walking
And
around.
probably would have got,
Could have been.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yikes.
And instead, he was up in the gunner's hatch because he had to take my spot because I was on leave. Not only me, but another gunner was on leave. So I know another person had to go up too, which negated another person from being on the ground. So they were, you know what I mean, rolling with a lighter group, but different set because there's times I was out on the ground. Plenty of times, especially when we did raids. If we did a raid, most of the time I was out on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So different missions dictate different things, and then it's like, and then I came back, and I'm like, now I'm there for 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting to see what the fuck goes down.
Yeah.
And then they asked, like, so this is more towards, I want to say July, somewhere around there. It was middle on, and then we get a call. Well, not a call, but we're in a meeting and everything, and they said they're asking for volunteers to go down to Samara for a month.
Did you volunteer?
Well, one of my buddies volunteered, and so I was like, I'm going. Rep. Since I volunteered, shout out to Foo. Fuck you, Fuller, I'm going. He went. Chain reaction, my whole squad went, and so we were in Samara for a month. The reason why we're in Samara, man, and this is a real fact, and God bless all these guys that lost their lives or got injured over there, man. You know what I mean? Because we're out there doing missions, and they were losing guys, military, you know, U.S. soldiers, like injuries, fatalities, casualties. But they still had to do missions.
Right.
And they had to send people on leave. You know, people had to still go home for 2 weeks, but they still had to do missions, and they still had less guys so they needed volunteers. So we were down in Samara for a month. Dude, there was, like I said, one time we were out on a 24 hours. We're in this house, right? There's like, I want to say 6 of us for 24 hours by ourselves to maintain this spot because they were securing a route through the area. So so we were securing this area. There was another one like about a mile up watching the road and everything. Another spot here watching. So nothing came down but military and you know,
Supplies.
medical personnel, things of that nature. And so we're there all night, and I was on the gun most of the time watching one way, and then I got a chance to just get a break. So I'm laying on this cot, and I'm just looking up. My boots are off. Beautiful up in the sky, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden you hear boom! I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, here we come! I put my boots on, right? I'm like, get ready, guys! And we're all like prepared, watching, looking for shit. We heard things going down on the radio. Nothing ever came our way.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I was always around.
You heard the explosion?
Yes! Yes! But it was at the firehouse that was maybe about a mile away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know where it was, but you know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, it sounds like any given night in a Cleveland neighborhood. Any given night.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's almost sad that, you know, my family and I, we be like, we may mute the TV light. You hear that?
Right.
Call upstairs, because we live in a big family house. Y'all
Right.
hear that? Yeah, we heard it. Sometimes I'm pulling up. I get texts like, get your ass in the house. They out there shooting. I'm like, I was like, and I replied back like, check the tapes. You see Fat Boy moving out. Check the video. You'll see how Fat Boy went in the house.
I'm ducking and dodging.
It was actually just a couple of days ago. I was like, check the video. You'll see Fat Boy moving out, and she was like, yeah, you was moving pretty swiftly. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
man.
I heard something hit my truck
the
other night. I didn't hear no gunfire, but I heard something hit my truck, like a large ping.
Okay.
And it could have been a number of things.
For sure.
Because we live by trees, and the squirrels do throw shit at me. They just do. They do. They be eating their acorns and throwing them down. They do. Look, they only do it when they see you. It be raccoons and everything. They be throwing stuff at you. So I heard a large ping, and I'm like, okay, time to go in the house.
Right.
Yeah, but, you know, shout out to all the soldiers out there in Iraq that did their thing, and I'm glad that you didn't get injured, and it's very unfortunate that gentleman did get injured.
Well, we did lose one, man. We lost Sergeant Carl McGain, man, and that was I seen him before he left.
Wow.
You know, before he went on a mission. They were going to do a mission. We talked before he went out. You know, they were supposed to go and talk with the chief of police or whatever the case. But the way they did it was they split. You were riding 4 vehicle sets. They split in 2 different vehicles. They went 2 here and talked to the chief of police. 2 went and talked to, I think, the mayor or the sheik or whatever. And the way they had it set up, but some dude rolled up in like a police uniform in his car and just blew that bitch up with him in it. You know, and you know, it was one of those times.
It was like a kamikaze thing. He blew himself up too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, and I don't know, but I just know that before he went out, you know, that was the last, you know, and it was just, it was surreal because it's. Unfortunately, he was ready to retire. He was 20 years in.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And him and his best friend were in it together 20 years. This was like their last deployment. And only deployment, I believe. I think the other one may have did something in Kosovo. I think he went to Kosovo, but this was like, you know, the major one. You know what I mean? Both of them were together, best friends. You know, it's like me and Damien going and me not coming. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fucking Goose and Top Gun. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. You know what I mean? It's like, so it's. You see that and it hits you. Your life, like you said, we spoke plenty times about life, and it's just like it's crazy how things play out, and it's sad. And you know, like I said, none of us go over there with the you know, that's why we're like this Ukraine and Russia shit. It's like most of us, if we talk to the people, like most of us are cool with the Iraqis. Like the Iraqi soldiers, anybody I had in contact with, the locals, I love the kids. The kids are great. You know what I'm saying? But I understand. You know, people come to the country. Imagine if the U.S. got invaded. How many people would be trying to kill other, like, soldiers just because they're coming here? You know what I'm saying?
I can only imagine. You know, it would be like, maybe like, you know, officially and unofficial, like people be like, yeah, I got one today,
right?
You know, and then they'll be celebrated by, you know, like
the locals, yeah, martyrs, and then if they got killed, they'd mourn. It's the same thing, man. Yeah, I get why, but at the same time, like my personal, when we're there, it was more so protecting the Iraqis. And just hoping because they're trying to go to work and there's a roadside bomb trying to kill us, and it goes off and they get killed. You see what I'm saying? It's and you see this and you're like, Americans have no idea how great they got it. Imagine if you're going to work and you got to worry about that bullshit.
I think we got a little taste of it.
Nah, nowhere near that.
September 11th. I mean, because it was
that
unheard of.
Nothing.
It was. I understand, but it was unheard of an attack over in the United States.
I'm gonna give you an example. When I got home from Iraq, when I see a car broken down on the side of the road, I veered away from that bitch because I was afraid not afraid.
You had PTSD.
Just in case it blew up.
PTSD.
Just in case.
Yeah.
It may not.
Yeah, PTSD.
But why drive close to it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw a video of it. It was a kid in the NBA, I think. I can't think of his name right now. And they had like some type of explosives go off. And his reaction was like, he wasn't feeling it at all. And they said, they kind of made fun of it, but it wasn't funny to me because it was like, he probably went through. He had PTSD. He heard it. And he didn't like it at all. You could tell he didn't care for that explosion at all.
Yeah,
and I get it. I get it. Even to this day, you rarely see me sitting with my back to.
Oh yeah, an exit.
Oh no.
or a door.
I mean, you've been out with me. You know how I am.
Yeah,
so it's like.
And usually that's what I'm saying. Usually, if I'm with somebody, most of the time, ask my wife.
Yeah.
She's the one with the back toward. I got her. I'm checking that shit out.
Right.
And which when I got shot, dude, I'm like. But to me, I've been in Iraq. I ain't worried about where I'm at.
Should.
But I'm not. You see what I'm saying? That was my mindset.
Yeah.
That's my mindset. I'm not worried about where I'm at.
I'm
cool with everybody. I'm not worried about nothing.
I mean,
that's my mindset.
I do comedy, but the fact of the matter is, I've have guns pointed at me. I have guns to my head, so it's like you don't hear me bragging about it like,
no.
Man, no, not at all. But I'm just saying that, I have PTSD.
I tell you this, when it happened, I was cool, calm, and collective.
Right.
And I contribute that with what I've been through.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about it by no means.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I still got shot. That didn't save me from the fucking bullet, yo.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right.
Where can the people find you,
Hey,
man?
everybody, you can find me at Justin Fuller Comedy on Instagram.
And I am the_great_COREE. That's where you can find me on Instagram. Or you can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast.
That's right.
On Instagram.com. And thanks for all our subscribers. We're available on a lot of platforms. Thanks for everybody to tune in. I really appreciate you.
We're all over the place. If we name them all, I'll feel bad for the ones I leave out.
Yeah.
Please hit subscribe. Love everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. 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 Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast.